Remember, I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Man, y'all smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, which we just had. Views actually looking pretty nice on that last Music Monday, even though YouTube had probably some issues with the title, so hopefully that get all sorted out. But tonight's topic, man, and also sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. Free to sign up. We talk a little bit of everything over there, from music to sneakers. Obviously, a lot of sneakers. Which, if you haven't been living under a rock, man, if you look at your sneakers app right now, which I haven't looked at it since probably probably a few hours ago. Yeah, it's kind of dry over there. At one point, nothing was loaded for the upcoming sneakers, and I was like, okay, so. I thought we was about to have a dry spell, which is kind of weird because this is the first time I've ever seen it in sneakers, which I thought that was going to be the topic of tonight's live until I seen them load some sneakers up on there. So Nike's the billion-dollar company. They know what they're doing. Now, I did see in the Sold Out Discord sign up. It is free to sign up, but I did see some people say, yeah, it's not too much heat over there, but I'm glad I wasn't the only person that noticed it, because also some other people kind of pointed out, was like, yo, I was thinking, I'm gonna speak for myself. I was like, man, did my sneakers app completely jack up? Because I'm like, it's never not shown any upcoming releases, even if it was all something I wasn't interested in. So that kind of just threw me off. Also, this will be the time that I would normally introduce Dunks, but he said he's gonna be running a little late. He did text me, so if he makes it home in time, he has the link. He knows how to join, and I will add him in a part of the live as well. So salutes to Dunks, and such a hard worker and great family man as well. So salutes to Dunks. But yeah, man, nobody active in the chat just yet. So we'll just go ahead and dive into tonight's topics, of course. Only really got two that I really wanted to cover, and that is, looks like there's been a fatal shooting of a popular sneaker reseller, which I wasn't familiar with them, but I did see Sold Out Discord, shameless plug again, which is why it's probably good to sign up because it's free. Because whenever I can't put it on YouTube in enough time, or if I'm the guy that's always lacking, usually it's in the Sold Out Discord first. Whether I put it there or somebody else put it there. But salutes to I believe it was Divine Photos who put that in the Sold Out Discord. Got a little bit more info on that one, homie, and we'll see what's going on. I definitely got some articles up on that. Probably going to start there first. And then the second half of the live, which is where I wish Dunks was on for this one, but we just going to work together on this one. The most expensive sneakers of 2024 so far, which, to be honest, I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like not much has really dropped this year, man. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Not too much, I guess you can say. I guess a sneakerhead would say not too much heat drop. But reality is, we've seen a lot of shoes sit there and forward, which I kind of already was brainstorming of doing the whole sneakers app, and why I ain't had nobody, no sneakers loaded up on there. I was thinking about actually doing that one. Then I'm like, once I saw it load up, I'm like, I'm gonna let it go. But I'm like, I know I'm not the only person that's not seeing this, which ironically, I'm glad you guys spoke out in the Discord as well. But Yeah, let me just share my screen. We'll dive right in. I'm only gonna be on this joint for like an hour, and you know how much time goes by whenever you're having fun. So I think I'm gonna start with the shooting of the popular sneaker resellers. Just see if we can get some information on that and see what's kind of floating around. And then the last 30 minutes of the live, I'll talk the most expensive sneakers of 2024 so far. Probably a lot of stuff that I probably even low key have not heard of, and then we'll talk upcoming releases, and we'll call it a night, man. If that's cool with y'all. Let me see if we got anybody in the building. Make sure Dunks hasn't joined yet. See if that's anybody. Okay, yeah. Let's see. But let's see real quick. Let me share my screen. We're gonna go boom. You guys should be seeing my screen at this point. Pretty much this is where I found it on Foot News, which I saw it kind of floating around again. Divine put it out in the air, and I decided to do a little bit of research on it. So this is what I found. If there's any updated information, I'll do like a refresh on the page and see if I can find something. But as y'all come in and out, man, y'all definitely smash that like button. So let me get started on this article, and then we'll roll the last like roughly 30, 40 minutes, or the last like 20 minutes or so. We'll talk the most expensive sneakers of 2024 so far. So it says, investigation into fatal shooting of popular sneaker reseller in Soho continues, which I think is based out of NYC. I'm not familiar with the area, but if you are, definitely sound off for sure. But I'm not familiar with it. But it says, officials from the New York City Police Department are investigating a fatal shooting that took place early Tuesday morning on a Soho street that is popular with designer and luxury shoppers. Shoppers on Green Street near the Pantonia store. So I'm assuming he was a resale. Obviously, if they know who he is, like obviously he's doing his thing in New York. You know what I'm saying? And probably ain't no telling where they got the information from. And I do want to say this too before I even go any further into this shooting, because I don't think he made it from what I got from this allegedly. I'm reading through the article, but looks like definitely RIP. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna show my Nice Kicks joint right here. Says they lose this, and his name goes by Upscale Cracc. So hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but RIP, man. Not over. I hope it's not over some sneakers that, you know. Sure, I have been down to beat somebody up physically over my situation sometimes with my sneakers, but I mean, never would I think on the fact where I want to like finish them, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to cover that nicely for YouTube because you know how YouTube gets. But yeah, let me read through the rest of this article real quick. It says, officials from the New York City Police Department are investigating a fatal shooting that took place early Tuesday morning on a Soho street that is popular with designer and luxury shoppers. It says police officers responded to a 911 call at approximately 5:16 a.m. at 41 Green Street outside of the Stone Island store. A 31-year-old man was found to be unresponsive and unconscious, having suffered a gunshot wound to the New York thigh. EMS officials were called to the scene, and the man was transported to NYC Health and Hospitals in Bellevue, so where he was subsequently pronounced deceased, according to an NYPD spokesperson. So that's New York Police Department, to the best of my knowledge. Y'all feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So pretty much, yeah, looks like he did not make it. RIP. Again, I want to know more of a backstory. I'm gonna see if they got anything floating around. I definitely got another one up here from the actual the New York report. I actually covered this from. I actually use this from time to time for sources as well. But yeah, New York Daily Post or something like that, I believe is what that called. But we're gonna finish this one first. I see you, BK, in the building. Says, what's goody, Polo? What up? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all commenting out, man. And definitely don't hesitate to comment because, you know, obviously it's not just me up here. We won together as one team. But let me get through the rest of the article real quick. It says the deceased was not initially identified by officials pending notification of his family. He was later identified Tuesday night by the NYPD. Javier Osorio-Mejia, and I'm probably pronouncing the last part wrong, but hopefully I got that somewhat correctly, not trying to be disrespectful. A popular sneaker reseller who was known as Upscale Cracc, which I'm gonna look him up to see if we can just find something out the blue, like, cause I never heard of him before. I heard of Joe Cracc, which is like Fat Joe, but I never heard of like Upscale Cracc. And I'm not saying he's not done his thing, but I'm not familiar with him. But definitely RIP. Let's see. Man with the Kick says, "What's Gucci chat?" And literally was at Soho on Sunday morning. It's going to be hot summer. Be safe out here. Yeah, they're not playing. Let me see if I can just find like something general on him real quick. I'm very curious. Like, I got his name in Google, but I want to see if I can find something positive. You know, RIP. But I want to know if I can just find like some general information on him, because I honestly never had. I'm not familiar with him, and that's my thing. What I feel bad, but it seems like everything that you're gonna find is within the last 24 hours, which it seems like people just been on it. So hopefully the articles can help us out a little bit, because honestly, not much really. This is coming up, but not like much like where I can go down a rabbit hole and find out more information. But Upscale Cracc is what he goes by. I'm gonna go back reading to the rest of the article real quick. I see you, Manny, real quick. Says, let me hit the chat. He says, Manny with the Kick says, "Me either, Polo, but RIP the homie." I thought you would have, all people Manny would know, because of it's NYC, like New York. I know you from that area, so, or used to live there anyway. But I mean, I know just because you in the area don't mean you know, because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people in the DMV that's probably popping locally, or probably even bigger than that, pause, and I'm not familiar with them either, so not giving you like a hard time about that at all. Let's see, BK says, NYC summers are really do be hot, so I believe it. In general, man, the summers really do be hot, and I know what you guys are talking about. We're not just talking the weather, but for YouTube purposes, we're talking the weather, right? But yeah, people tend to run loose. Like, I never forget when 2020 first popped off and they were telling us we had to, shut down for a bit. And people said, F that, it's warm out, I'm coming out. I'm not, because it lasted way more probably anticipated, I think, for me. And we found out how hot every area can get. And I feel like every area got that hot block. And I'll leave it like that. I know NYC definitely does. I know DMV has their spots. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I would say what happened during 2020 till now, whenever I had to we kind of had to lock down for a little bit, and I probably hate to admit this, but I think this is where I crossed over to my old man status. I started watching the news each and every day. Now I like to have it on the background just to hear, just to see, like, to be in the know. Even if it's not like 100% accurate, I still be like very curious about it, Because at first, I used to never cut my TVs on almost. I mean, unless I was watching a show. But let me get through the rest of this article real quick, and then we'll keep it moving. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. It says, let's see, the popular sneaker reseller, also known as Upscale Cracc, the Beyond, New Jersey resident, owned the downtown Manhattan resale sneaker store Volt 134, which is started out in Orchard Patterson University with a focus on information technology. According to LinkedIn page, prior to launching Volt 134, he worked for Amazon as an area of operations manager. I'm gonna look up Volt 1234, man, because I'm not really familiar with it. Let me put myself back on the main screen real quick. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad store, but I haven't heard anything about it. I'm not saying it wasn't doing its thing, but it also, if it is a resale store, I don't think I've seen it on like going shopping with Complex. You would think it would be one of the stores they could use if it's really popping like that. So I got it up here. Let me share my screen. Boom. Here we go right here. I guess we're going to learn together, everybody, tonight. So this is Volt 1334. It's on 134 Orchard Street, New York City. So pretty much, I'm just kidding, but it doesn't say what is it. I'm going to click on the web. I know they got to have a website. Got good reviews. Made an online order. Spoke to them about an issue I might have. Not only accommodated me my stuff, got here days early. Super nice. Legit. Okay, cool. So they got positive stuff. Let me see. Let me look at the pics real quick. Pause. Just to see what they got in here. Is this a resale store? They got a gaming system in here. If I can click on the image. Thank you. I mean, maybe. Is it a sneaker reseller? Like, looks like, yeah, that'll go to sneakers and stuff. Because I'm no genius, but those are the Volts and the Air Force One off-white joints. So, I mean, but I didn't know they was like that. So, and apparently this is probably before they got the sign. But yeah, this is probably the store here and before they actually officially got the sign. But this definitely screams NYC to me. Not taking shots, but yeah, definitely can see that. Wow, never even heard of it. Let me see if I can go on the website. Like, it's probably, you probably can't buy nothing now, but do we have a website? Boom. Here we go right here. Shop all. So yeah, they were selling Yeezys. We got the Breads, the Varsity Red joints. I remember when those 85 drops joint, they were going kind of crazy too. Got the skeleton joints on here. You know what? View all. Let's see what kind of products is. This is not, I'm not judging homie at all. RIP all the way. I'm just saying, hey, this is apparently the store he owned. Looks like we got Slayer in the building. Says Yerp with the fire. Man with the Kick says, and there's so many resale sneaker stores in NYC or in the city, Polo. I know the top tier, but probably on his way up. Okay, yeah. So I guess we're saying there's a lot of resale stores out there. Like me, when I hit the mall, there's every mall vlog y'all see me in, there's 1 to 2 resale stores in there, if not more. And y'all haven't seen me actually go in there because I'm like, not that I don't support those, but at the same time, like, I already probably be, most likely when y'all see me there, I'm going to pick up something. I don't even want to be tempted, bro. And I know, no disrespect, not saying this is what he does because it looks like his prices are somewhat reasonable. But some of these resale shops, they really be trying to crack people over the head, bro. Still be trying to figure out how to keep the lights on. But, you know, they got the Zebras 340. I mean, if you think about it, not at retail, but not far from it. Like, these slides are $70. He got them for 160. So I mean, if he got them for retail, I mean, I feel like that's somewhat fair. So let's look at the hype shoe. He has a Travis Scott dead stock US 8. So this is a size 8 fragment joint for 2,500 of them things. I mean, that is a shoe that is probably gonna be forever expensive. So I'm not gonna hold that against him. Now these Gatorade joints, I don't remember people going crazy over them. I'm not saying they're not worth $300, but I just don't remember people going crazy over them. And then we got the Lost and Found joints on here, $450. I mean, and you got to keep in mind, if he got a physical storefront, they're almost, if there's a physical storefront, they're always going to put an extra bit of little chips on it. You know what I'm saying? Man with the Kick says BK and Slayer salute. So yeah, I mean, I don't see nothing super crazy other than the Travis joints. I mean, but let's see. I don't even think I could view all because it won't let me. I'll just go to the next page to see if there's anything. So here's your off-whites, $8,000, size 8. He's got a US 14 for the UNC joints. So yeah, he's charging resale prices. You know, I've seen worse, is why I'm probably not jumping out of my skin. He's got the Union joints, the Union Jordan 1s. Both of them go hard. I notice a lot of these are a size 8. So maybe he doesn't have them in all sizes. But like, it's crazy because this is sold out. But I feel like, what if I want this? This is a US 13. I don't want 13. Like, I don't like the way the site is set up. But at the same time, I'm guessing his inventory, not saying he doesn't have a lot, but I mean, you really got to pay attention to what you're looking at over here. You got the J Balvin's, that stock. Does it say what size it is? Oh, okay, cool. So it's either you can get a US 12 or US 14. So I guess if you see the shoe, you can click on it and you'll find out if you they got more sizes. So like these I'm my ear joints. Yeah, so they got, you know, and this is women's size. Then you got to pay attention too, because this is like not my size technically. Because if I was a women's size, I would need 11 and a half. So I mean, it's just, I guess I'm not saying don't shop here, but you got to know what you got to know your stuff down to a science. Unless you go into the store, which from what I've seen on the reviews, probably great customer service. So I mean, they obviously doing something right. And some of these don't even have images. So I'm assuming they don't really move like that fully on the website. Unless you click on it, it's going to give me some images. Nope. I mean, yeah. Not trying to diss it, but here we go. So RIP, of course, like Manny said. Let me get back to the rest of the article real quick, and then we'll keep it moving from here. Let's see. BK with the salute. And Manny with the Kick says, rent ain't cheap in the city, and He didn't have a Nike contract either. So yeah, I'm not. With that being said, Manny, I'm not surprised to see him probably not charge more than that. Now, what I'm very curious is why would anybody want to shoot and take somebody out who's a resale store owner, a legit businessman. Not saying I agree with the prices or anything like that, but a legit, he's trying to do an honest living. I don't know the history behind him, but I mean, I wonder what made him the target. Let me read through the rest of the article real quick, and then we'll keep it pushing. It says, in a post on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, Tuesday, Complex Sneakers described him as a mid-straight at the sneaker releases in NYC for years. There was a lineup happening. Cracc was there. So, I mean, he was that guy. He was doing it the way where you put the footwork in. Because what don't really drop in New York? You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. By his own account, Osorio-Mejia, if I'm saying his name wrong, I'm sorry, once wrote, the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. Says no arrests have been made as of Tuesday night, and the investigation is ongoing. According to a NYPD spokesperson, an unknown member of people filed in a black sedan, according to the spokesperson. Okay, so they fled in a black sedan, so they pretty much shot and then they left in a black sedan is what they got from that. Let's see. Kwame in the building says, having every size look sus, in my opinion. Just a few sizes seem like they put in the footwork. This is true. I can see that, and that's a valid point. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at some stores. Like, if they don't have a lot, but, they get in their hands on what they can. But for the ones who go super crazy where they pretty much got more sizes, they get to the point where it looks like they have more sizes than the actual, people who have a Nike account. That is suspect, in my opinion, Let me read the rest of the article. It says, Tuesday early morning incident occurred hours before the neighborhood. Numerous stores, restaurants, businesses, and residents are up and running. Despite the several retailers did not open Tuesday, as police investigated the incident and condoned off the select areas with yellow crime scene tape. So this is homie right here, man, and I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he got on the Yeezys right there. So, I mean, he was a legit sneakerhead, you know what I'm saying? And he living it up. This is from his Instagram post. Y'all know I don't really do social media like that, but I can tell what this is. It says, I've been in the game for years. It made me an animal. It rules this ish. It's rules to this ish. I wrote me a manual. So, cool. He says chapter 31. So, I'm assuming that was his age. I'm just happy to be here for my kid, family, and friends. So, pretty much. Yeah. And when was this posted, actually? Doesn't have a date. I'm not going to click on the joint, but I'm assuming whatever his birthday time frame is, that's what he kind of put on there. So, RIP, man. That's, with no real background story of why somebody would do this, really kind of, it sucks, man. And I was just thinking this earlier too, man. We just had, who was it? The one dude I just covered on Music Monday. He got taken out. Julio Fulio, and it's like, bro, I was just thinking, on my way to work, I was like, man, it's time for us to put the guns down, man. I'm not saying you shouldn't have the right to bear arms, but I mean, it should be used as a defense mechanism or when you got to, and I'm not saying, from what it seems like this is retaliation type of stuff. I don't know what this situation was or whether they did, we need more to the story, but I really just think it's time for us to really, the violence, man, we need to cease, man. Times are hard and tough, and we can say what we want to think about the sneakers app, right? But Nike them also, these lawsuits and stuff, while they got people on the payroll, I'm pretty sure you still got to pay for certain things to have this stuff. And I'm not saying they ain't got it, but even they're moving different, man. The whole economy is just on another level right now. And I don't think the last thing we need to be doing is wiping ourselves out, man. And I'm just talking people in general, man. So that kind of it definitely touches me in a soft spot, especially if you've lost someone close to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Manny the Kick says, "What's up, Kwame?" Kwame says, "Manny, what up? Salute." Manny says, "I hear it was over a chain too." Shake 'em on. Wow, bro. Wow. I really hope it was not over no chain. And if they were trying to take the chain from him, it's like, homie, like, I know what some people say, like, I'm not giving up my stuff, they're gonna have to take it. But I mean, like, bro, I don't know, man. If you got insurance on the stuff, bro, cause there's a such thing as you can have like insurance on your jewelry. So if you have renter's insurance and it's stolen from you, you can file a claim on your renter's insurance. Well, you still have to pay something, sure, but it should cover a majority of. You should have it set where it'll cover to get it replaced easily. You know, that's just thinking as I'm older now versus now somebody's like, yo, I'm gonna get it back in blood, which I did see that floating around for Earl Spence too. I ain't gonna talk sports on here, but I saw not Earl Spence, but who was it that just lost Devin Haney? He says that he had to vacate his title, so he's saying he wanted it all back in blood, like he gonna start back from the bottom. But anyway, I say all to say that's a different type of balance, though. That's a professional balance and a career, man. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. The Slayer says shootings for sneakers is honestly sad and pathetic. Yeah, man, I agree, man. Even back in the day, whenever if somebody stepped on my sneakers or I stepped on theirs, like we gonna throw hands. Looking back on it, if it was truly an honest mistake, man, let it go. Like, I accidentally stepped on somebody's sneakers in the club one time, and homie looked like, and he had I had like two other people with me, and he was just with his girl, and I know it was just his masculine energy, like, but yeah, looking back on it, I was like, man, you see my hands full, he would have sucker punched me and everything. Granted, I would have did what I had to do. I probably would just, but anyway, long story short, not over no shoes, man. And the sad part is when I did it, I immediately said, yo, my bad, I'm super sorry. I did not mean to do that. But like they were also right now, I couldn't move. That's another thing too. I hated going to that bar area. It was too congested in the first place. And the thing is, like I had wore my sneaker, my J's there too, and I had liquor spilt all over my shit, from people bumping in and people on this and the third. It just, you got to look what you stepping into. But anyway, yeah, not over no shoes, man. I agree. Like, life's too short to be going over something that materialistic. And I know we pay a lot of money for these sneakers, but still, a life is definitely worth more, because somebody obviously loves that person. Let's see. Kwame says, sheesh, over a chain when half the chains people wear not even gold, shaking my head. Yeah, they probably not even real for real. And who knows, you know what I'm saying? But, still not worth it. And even if you are going to go take it and pawn the joint, they're not going to give you what it's worth anyway. So what are you going to really do? You want somebody to buy it off you? And then most likely when people have, like me, I wear the Cuban joints. But, there's people who got the Cuban with actual, like a pendant on it. So you mean that, like that custom pendant, you think you're going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to sell it to another person, and then they going to be, because once they wear it, like, where you get this from? Like, and granted, they can lie and lie and lie and lie and lie, but like, bro, come on. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit the chat again. Manny with a Kick says, they left all his cash on the sidewalk and his off-white low Brooklyn. Wow. That's crazy. So, like, they just wanted the jury. That's it. They ain't take no money, no nothing. Man with Kick says, dead ass Kwame. Let's see. A stretch of Green Street that houses stores from Frame Denim, Stud and Theory remained shuttered Tuesday afternoon, according to the employees. The Frame Denim store, who declined further comment, calls the Studs and the Theory Green Street locations were unanswered, and media requests to all three companies were not immediately acknowledged. It says, in addition, two spokespeople for Stone Island had not acknowledged a media request Tuesday afternoon. A lot of people don't want to speak, and you don't have to, man. You don't have to do these interviews. That's another thing, too. Sometimes it's just, if you don't know nothing, just don't say nothing, because you don't do nothing but add more speculation. So that's Stone Island store, as you can see on the screen. It says a NYPD spokesperson did not respond to query asking if Tuesday shooting was a botched robbery as reported by a few outlets. So they obviously were attempting to rob him is what they got from this. It says, asked to compare the foot traffic in his neighborhood to a typical Tuesday. Brandon Zigerman, deputy director of Soho Broadway Initiative, the business improvement district that oversees the Broadway corridor but not Green Street, said the via email. Nothing looks particularly different here, bustling as it was just would be a usual summer weekday. So nothing seemed out of the ordinary is basically what they were trying to say. And then to wrap up this article real quick, it says retail occupancy is well above pre, and I'm not gonna say that word because that's kind of like a trigger word for YouTube, but you know, basically what happened in 2020, but it started technically in 2019. There's your hint. It says levels in the Soho with the Cartier, Dior, Acne Studios, Da Vinci, and the Webster among the talents of Green Street. So they got a lot of high-end brands on here from what I got from it. The district had an 84% occupancy rate that ended of last year, which marked in 7% increase compared to 2022. Commercial rents are also on the rise in the area. What you call it, man, rent a place in the city is not cheap. So it says in the area, which is the average rent of Prince Street in the first quarter of this year, registering at $1,073 per square foot, which, wow, they do it basically by square foot. So I was thinking like, okay, you get a whole building for $1,000, yeah, per foot. So per square foot. So that's gonna be more than that. Well above the Manhattan average of $688 per square foot. So it's actually more expensive. Wow. And so the bigger size you get, the more they're gonna charge for rent. So I mean, unless you get like a little small storefront, you could be luckily at $1,000. You ain't paying nothing less than $1,073 is what I'm getting from that. You ain't paying nothing less than anything, you know, to rent a building. Tuesday early morning shooting was the second fatal one in Soho in the past 6 weeks. In earlier May, a 16-year-old boy was shot and killed at 2:30 p.m. in public courtyard on Spring Street between Barrack Street and 6th Avenue. Wow, man. Life's too short, man. And I don't know what it is, but whatever, just having to put your hands up and you just live to fight another day. But this is a picture of homie right here. Just for the record, before we transition into like most expensive sneakers of 2024 so far, I really hate it for him. RIP, man. And 31 years old, man. No arrests have been made. But yeah, I just want to see what people saying in the comment section. Says his first comment sounds like he's more upset about not getting his sneakers than loss of a legend. And I'm guessing they're talking about whatever they wrote here. Says RIP, but I thought this was damn Omni in the Hellcat. Yo, chill, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, I can see why he would think that. Let's see. Manny says, on top of your regular bills ish, ain't no joke. So yeah, if you get a minimum joint for $1,073, I'm pretty sure you still gotta get the. I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna include the. It could or possibly not include utilities like a light bill, and you gotta have water bill because you're gonna have a bathroom in, or you gonna have a. I know some places say no public restroom, which we used to have that, but we still had a bathroom. Well, I ain't gonna say where, but the place actually went out of business. But one job I used to work at low key, every time, like one of the things about our job was you had to clean the bathroom, and we only had one. Yeah, I think we only had one to begin with, so it was a unisex joint, and people would have to get the key from us. But every now and then, it would be some, and we couldn't remember because we used to leave it open before we started locking it up. But whenever we had it just open, it would always be somebody to come through and really mess it up. And so one of us had to clean that stuff. And then it's like, I think somebody did it. I don't know if it was the same person or not, but it looked like it happened like when the third time it happened, the store manager was like, yo, we ain't got no more damn public restroom. They out of luck. And if it like, and pretty much it was like at your own discretion, unless you see the person is like they struggling and ain't no other option, like they can't, like, cause we was attached to other buildings too, but it was like a very, very no. You know what I'm saying? We had kept an out of order sign on that mud trucker since the time I worked there to the time it closed. And yeah, it really wasn't out of order. I'm just leaving it at that. But yeah, so a lot of people saying who, because I wasn't familiar with him either, man. But apparently he's not just a sneakerhead, but he was selling, you know. So pretty much this is some people just saying their RIP. And where we just spoke, we were the same size, and you used to always get the fire feet before me. So yeah, these are people that actually knew him personally, man. So a lot of people look like this is shook of the joint. Says, damn, we just lost a good soul for a sneaker community. Good fella, Upscale Cracc. So a lot of people just sending their condolences, man, as they should, as they should. You and your family are in my prayers, bro. And of course, you know who that's from. I'm definitely not gonna say that guy's name, but I mean, obviously, if he knows, you know, this guy, then here you go. So, and you guys can see that up on the screen. Haven't actually heard much from him actually lately, which is kind of weird. May have to do some research separately outside of the live on that one. Let's see, Dale Freighter says that. So people sending their condolences, and like I said, man, RIP to this, because again, if this was over some jury, come on, dog. We got to do better as a people, you know? And so pretty much what I just read in the article, they kind of got it right here. So I'm not going to read through all this again. So I'm going to close this out. Boom. Investigation joint, just read that one. Boom. And then I don't think there's going to be much more difference in this one, but here's just another image of this one. So not really going to go too far into detail, but that's a good image of homie. Like, again, even if his stuff isn't real, I mean, it's still his and he earned it. So, and this is the picture of the tape off of the joint right here. So as you can see, I'm finding more and more information as I was researching this earlier. I just hadn't had a time to literally just sit down and just look at it and read through it. Manny says, plus insurance just increased, but RIP Cracc. Yeah. So to have, the thing is, yeah, to have a business, a lot of people don't understand. It takes a lot of money to keep these places up, man. You know what I'm saying? And one thing you don't want to do is be in the hole in a business, which you'd be surprised how many businesses are in a hole. Like, our case in point, what really exposed whenever we went through what we went through from what basically we'll say started in 2019, but really it didn't really kick off to 2020. But we'll say 2020 to 2022, I can think of several businesses that I thought I would never see close up, but it didn't take long. I'll say Ruby Tuesdays, you don't see that. Red Lobster's on the chopping block right now, which I love Red Lobster cheddar biscuits because they hit hard. I'm going to have to hit Red Lobster one more time before they shut the door, though. For real, man, to do that joint this weekend. Pick up something to go. But, I mean, I think they just need to remodel they set on the business. But, yeah, man. And so we've seen a lot of even sneaker stores like actually like go out of business too. So to run a business not cheap, and and then even I'll never forget when we first shut down. Cheesecake Factory was the first one to keep it real. It was like, yo, if we can't operate at full capacity, we don't should be have to pay rent. So, but there's more images in an ambulance right here as you can see. Let's see. Manu the Kick says nobody bats 1,000. Chill out. Y'all know, yeah, but him. The Slayer says Red Lobster, bro. Hey, Red Lobster hit. I don't care. I'm gonna say this. Every time I've been to Red Lobster, I had a great plate, and I'm gonna have another one, bro. I'm gonna look my joint up when I get offline. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna do it tonight, but I'm definitely getting me some Red Lobster. Hey, they go hard. If you ain't had them cheddar biscuits, they hit different, bro. But I think that's pretty much what all we got here. Here's another image of him with his Range Rover. So, and he had on the Air Maxes I was just talking about too. Those I forgot what they did at 3 different color packs. I think it was the concept joint. So, yeah, I mean, homie definitely seemed to appear to be a good sneakerhead. And then of course there's more where they blocked off on it. Like I said, I've been to NYC only a few times. I want to say 2 times total. Each time I got a little bit more experience than the last. Let's see. Man with the Kick says, nah, that's my ish. I mean, yeah, with the fork and knife. Hey, it be busting low key, bro. It be busting. All right, cool. Let me go ahead. We got Upscale Cracc, but I think we pretty much covered everything that's kind of happened on it real quick. I'll just do a quick research and then we're gonna talk for the last 15 minutes. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered it all. I think Complex just put some stuff out there too, but I kind of just was a little slightly ahead. We covered the store, but let's transition to the most expensive sneakers of 2024 thus far for the last 15 minutes. Again, another list attempted by Complex, so take it with a grain of salt because y'all know how Complex is, and not taking shots at them, but the people that put the list together. Ironically, I was thinking Matt Walty right off the rip, and that is who put this article together on June 2024. So just not a few days ago. So we'll see what's going on. He definitely has a unique style and taste in sneakers. I'll just read a little bit of the article, but we're mainly going to focus on the list here. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. It says, what's a sneaker game without resellers? Don't answer that. See, ironically, good transition too, as we lost a reseller. Boom, here we go right here. It says, don't answer that. It's halfway through the year, and our list to roll out isn't one to debate. We've done enough of that so far. Just numbers here. There are the most expensive sneakers on the secondary market for so far in 2024. Actually, I am very curious because I haven't really been looking at the resale market. I know what y'all saying. You just got some sneakers off resale, but I glance, but I mean, like, I don't really even think too deep into, like, it hasn't been a shoe where I really just wanted crazy for resale this year other than the Travis joints. And I knew I was honestly, I'd already mentally prepared myself for those anyway because I knew I wasn't going to be able to cop for retail. Let's see. This year we've seen Travis Scott get his own Air Jordan silhouette. Wasn't feeling it, by the way. The University of Oregon released a player exclusive type sneaker to the public. Sol Bembury gets more New Balances. The reemergence of the Air Jordan 17 and a pair of New Balances from first-time collaborator Daniel Carey. I didn't even know they did that. To find the resale numbers, we use StockX average sale data. We also didn't include high fashion shoes, friends and family, or true P releases or sneakers without a couple sales. Let's see. With that said, here are the most expensive sneakers of the year so far, according to Complex. So y'all, if we don't like the list, y'all know I like to challenge Complex's list. I don't know why, I just like to, right? Because I'm like, it always catches me off guard. So number 10, they have the CPFM Nike Air Force One Low, and this is a fuchsia. I know they did the green colorway, but this one right here, this is the other colorway, and I think Devon actually did get a pair of these joints. Kwame says the CPFM Air Force Ones were interesting for sure. True. So according to them, retail price is $150. Resale price averaging $474. Release date, this was May 1st. This is a pretty sweet cactus plant flea market Nike collaboration that has been hit or miss. That's what I said too. I feel like this shoe was hit or miss for the culture. Did some people cop the joint? Sure. Then you see the Nike check actually behind the sun. It's not a bad shoe, but I don't know where the hell I would wear this. And y'all know me, I'm a very big Air Force One guy. I'm an Air Force One guy, but I just don't know where I would wear these. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna argue the number. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue the number right now because I'll see what's next on the list. Let's see. Let's go to number 9. We have the Nike Air Max 1P University of Oregon. I think I saw where these had dropped, or I seen where GOAT had them up on there. So let's see what they got. Retail for these. Wow. So I think they got this actually backwards. It says retail price is $484. Resale price $220. I think they put that in the wrong spot. I want to say it's probably $220 for retail, and then it's probably $484 on the resale market. I think this one they probably typoed it, but you know what? I'm gonna look it up and check myself because they said they use StockX. 2 seconds, y'all. It's gonna bother me whether that's like accurate or not. And I know I mess up whenever I put content out too, so nobody's perfect. So don't take this like I'm picking on Complex Matt Walty. I'm not. I just want to see what the price is. So these came out in 2024. Yeah, I guess he's right. Yeah. Wow. Actually, so slightly right, but slightly not either. Let me share my screen. Boom. Remember, unless I'm reading it wrong, so the retail on these is $220. Resale averaging, you could buy now for $274. And then if you look at the overall, $274. So that's the lowest is probably going. Yeah, $274 and usually means the lowest that is going. But if you look at the average of these joints, it's probably like around like anywhere from $300 to $400. Yeah, so I can see where he's getting the $400 from. But yeah, so I think he just honestly, I think they're averaging $400 on the resale market. So I think resale is $484, and then retail is $220. So I'm pretty sure that's how they got that joint. So next up on the list, I didn't even think about these joints. Like, I'm not saying I don't. I don't even think I did a video on these. Yeah, I don't even think I knew these had came out. And it's a PE, which means I probably wasn't going to be able to get it anyway without coming off the hips with the chips. It says, number 8, we have the Air Jordan 17 Lightning. I wish I would have probably put a little bit more footwork into this joint, but I'm definitely not giving them no. So resale on these is $490, retail is $300. I didn't want to get them $300, so I know I'm not going to get them $490. No, sir. I'm not going to get them no $490. But I do like the shoe, though. Classic timeless shoe, but one, I knew I wouldn't have wore it like that anyway. And then 2, yeah, I'm good. Man with the Kick says, number 9, fire, but underrated. I'll say that. You talking about the organ joints? I could see that. The Slayer says, who paying $300 for the 17s? You'd be surprised, but I didn't like how they dropped them in the first place, and I don't even think they put them on sneakers app. So you would have had to literally just do some footwork on the joint. Kwame says, sheesh, that's a lot for those 17s. All I want is the briefcase. And that's what most people have wanted too, Kwame. I saw that too. A lot of people just like, yo, let me just get the briefcase and call it a day. But, I mean, you can find that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Kwame says, read that one. Kwame says, I wanted those Air Maxes, but don't want to spend that much. And then Mandarin Kick Slayer got the skull emojis. I feel you. Let's see what they got at number 7. We're going to finish here. Let's see. We're going to finish on time tonight. So the Salehi Burberry and New Balance 1906R Heat B Hot Lava. Yeah, I wouldn't. If anything, I would have put this at 10. But maybe, I'm not a strong New Balance guy, but I would have put this at number 10 maybe. Says resale on these is $536 of them things. Yeah, I'm not paying $500 for some New Balances. But retail on them is $170. I may would have gave them $250 if I really, really liked them, bro. Here we are for number 6. We have the Travis Scott Jordan Cactus Jack 1, and this is the TR sale. So y'all remember these joints? These are the cut the check joints at one point that we call these joints, but I think they're the Jumperman Jacks is the official name. But Travis Scott's actual like official model shoe. Retail on them $200, and then looks like resale is $585. Yeah, I'm not paying $585 for that. No disrespect. Let's see. Man of the Kick says the briefcase on eBay for the low ski, Kwame. Yeah, I mean that's what I said. People, if you want it, I don't know. That shoe, like, I don't know. In the Travis joints, these aren't it. I'm surprised that these, I thought these were less than $200, but I'm not surprised either. I hate to see like I'm like trying to like fact check them, but I'm very curious. Like, let me just put in Jumperman Jacks. Not saying he's not right. Jumperman Jack. Putting myself back on the main screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Yeah, retail on these was what? $200. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm gonna put it back. Let me share my screen. Boom. But yeah, retail on these was $200, and yeah, they're averaging around $500. I guess the lowest right now you can get them for is like $304 somewhere in here, depending on what you're looking for. Cause yeah, the cheapest is $304. And all this time, I've probably been reading StockX wrong because I used to be like, this is the average overall. But no, it's not the average overall. The average on this joint is probably going to be closer to the 500 joint. But if I had to guess, it would have been more actually low 500s, which is probably what they put this at. Yeah, 585. So depending on which size you get. So that's their number 6. Number 5, Nike Air Force One 404 era. This is the most expensive. They're definitely not the, let's put it this way, definitely not the best. So this shoe is going on the resale market for $623. Hell no. I didn't even want it for $175. No Nike check. And let me clarify this. I see that little sticky branding on the back side of the shoe. But I'm talking when I'm used to Air Force One. Look, you know what's wrong with this Air Force One? Not only does it not have no Nike check, which I remember doing a video on these. You know what I forgot that I didn't notice that I'm just now noticing? There's no perforated holes in the toe. You know how the toe box on the Air Force One have holes in them? There's no holes in these joints. So like, heck no, bro. There's no way in hell I would have bought these. I'm definitely finna get nobody no $623 for them. I don't even care. I ain't even gonna look these up for my own size. This is not and I'm not trying to sound like I'm hating or dissing it, but yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So let's see what we got at number 4. PJ Tucker and Nike Air Flight 89 Sky Blue. I don't even think I was checking for these, but apparently these dropped back on May 5th. And my thing is this: PJ Tucker is a well-known sneakerhead. I thought he would have came out with something slightly better than that. But let's see. Looks like on the resale market side of things, $722. Probably because it's probably a shoe that's probably rare. And retail was $160. So yeah, if you like these, by all means. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? Pick your poison. And that's just how I look at it. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. I'm gonna be on this joint for like another 3 minutes or so as we get to the last 3. Number 3 on here was Nike Air Force One Chinese New Year. And these drop February 14th. Retail $365, and on the resale market they're averaging $771. Wow. I don't remember these. Like, if I did cover it, I don't think I remember these coming out. I'm pretty sure I did cover some Chinese New Year's, but I don't think I hit these. Kwame says, I don't even remember seeing these air flights releasing. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, some of the stuff I didn't even know had dropped. The Slayer says, those Chinese New Year pretty creative. Yeah, they dope, but I don't even remember covering these joints. Because I don't remember how they dropped. Probably because it wasn't going to be easy to retain. Especially for $365. That is already expensive in the resale market side of things. You know what I'm saying? Some shoes you pay there for the resale side of things. Number 2. Great. This shoe I feel like was already on the list, but now they're talking the red check, which is the University Red, the Jumperman Jack joints, Travis Scott's. So retail again, it is $200. No way I would pay $200 for that shoe, no disrespect. And then on the resale side of things, it's averaging $931. So this shoe is almost at $1,000. In fact, once you get your shipping and all that, that's probably what you about to come off the hip with the chips for. I don't see it being where I'm maybe $300 at best, bro. But I can see why it's at number 2. If this is what it's averaging, I can see why it's at number 2 on the list. But ain't no freaking way. I wasn't impressed with the joints. And number 1, which I didn't even know these came out. I see the Daniel Carharry and New Balance 991 V2 Matcha. Hopefully I read that correctly. Retail on this, $250. Resale is $1,000. So, according to Complex, pretty much if you got $1,000, you can get any of the top sneakers right now on the resale market. Again, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But that is expensive for some sneakers, especially when they were averaging anywhere from $200 to $300, which is still expensive. The Slayer says, ain't no way, bro. Yeah, I don't see it, why it's number 1 and why it's going for $1,000. In fact, to keep it 100, I don't even remember these joints dropping, dog. I ain't even gonna hold you. But you know what? I'm gonna pull them up on StockX just real quick for shits and giggles. And then we're gonna talk upcoming releases coming right up on the hour mark, and then we're gonna wrap things up here for the night. The Slayer says Complex smoking that ish, that bad ish. I mean, it's no disrespect, but it was Matt Walty. You know who they should have kept on the payroll? Trinidad James. They should have kept him on the payroll, bruh. And looks like they were right. Here you are right here. We can't, I hate to say it, but we can't kind of blame Complex for this one because you can buy it now for $1,500. And let's see, the sizes are already limited too. So, and I guess this is, it looks like it's only like, this is in men's sizes. So that means it only go up to a men's size 10.5. So this is like a women exclusive sneaker too. So like, they don't even have my, well, yeah, there's not even a price on mine yet. So, I mean, really, there's not much. I'm assuming there's limited availability on this shoe already, especially with the limited sizing. Manny says, oh, hell no, Complex smoking that Reggie again. I mean, let's keep it 100. Are we really surprised here? I'm not personally, right? Nothing they do or say really surprises me anymore. They should have kept a little flavor on the team like Trinidad James. Because I feel like whenever they get too far with this, he'll bring them back to like, but this though, where you can find that perfect like mix. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him on like the little podcast that they do every Friday, where it's Matt Walty and what's the dude from Joe LaPuma that goes sneaker shopping and Brandon Dunn. I would have liked to see him on there, even though at one point he did have a show with them, that full size run joint, but I guess it didn't stick how they wanted to stick. But that show has so much potential, it just needed to be revamped, if you ask me. I'm a little bit of revamped on that joint, and Trinidad James was actually a great addition to the team. But let's talk upcoming releases, and then we'll wrap things up here for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through, in and out. Y'all definitely smash the like button. As you can see, there's not much loaded up on sneakers right now, man. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check my phone, which kind of scared me too, man, because I'm like, yo, but we not. Well, I didn't like scare me, but I'm like, yo, we not getting no more sneakers. But I'm just gonna see if there's anything on the screen real quick on my phone. But what I do have up is those Travis Scott Air Jordan 1, and these are called the Violet Browns, or the Violet Browns. They're expecting in 2025, which I see a lot of people made the list. But yeah, not too much loaded up on sneakers. So hopefully we'll probably get stuff like populated. Now I was seeing somebody joking earlier saying like, yo, whoever the person that does like the setup for sneakers, some engineer jacked up and they had to fix it. Maybe so. Other than that, I would say that I'm on year 3s. I got that on my radar. If those are still going to be coming sometime, next month. And then, honestly, it's been kind of quiet this year, which I'm not surprised. I'm putting myself back on the main screen. It's been kind of quiet this year. Like, we've had a few drops, but nothing where I feel like break your neck drops. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, I'm going to say it again, and I know we say it all the time. Good time to be a sneakerhead. But also, financially, just things are different too, man. And then Nike's not really dropping heat like that. Adidas has got the Yeezys, they're going at 50. The remaining stock is going at 50%, you know, of the Yeezy stuff from what I got from it. So, I mean, if you got the capital, this is the time to get your collection right. I don't know. And who's to say the market? I feel like the market's going to be down probably for the remainder. We're going to get a nice hot hit, pause. But we're going to get a few drops that's like really break your neck joints. But I don't think there's going to be much in the tank this year, pause, for the releases. And that's just my opinion. And I could be wrong. But other than that, man, I'm going to wrap things up here for the night. I've been on this joint going on 1 hour and 3 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Really means a lot. Sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Y'all know we talk a little bit of everything over there, from sneakers, obviously, music. We got a food section, sports section, fitness section. Definitely can show your soul over there. Ask us a question. I may even be able to respond faster there than I can in the comment section sometimes of YouTube. Other than that, yeah. Let's see. Manuel the Kick says Trinidad James and Conceited need a show on Complex. That would be dope, you know, if they pay them properly and get that stuff popping. Let's see. Divine Photo says facts. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. See y'all coming in here, man. But yeah, we wrapping things up for the night. Definitely RIP to what is it? Upscale Cracc is what his name is, right? If I'm saying that correctly. RIP, and I'll double check that. Divine says, yo, what up, Divine? What up? Just finna wrap things up. Appreciate for the information you dropped in the Discord earlier about Upscale Cracc. Cause yeah, I didn't know, but now that more information is out there, so I definitely want to end this with RIP to him, and my condolences to his family. Cause I know what it's like to lose a loved one. It stings, it hurts. But other than that, I will be back live again on Saturday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Y'all definitely smash that like button and sub up to the channel. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and we got Music Monday as well. I'll be back Saturday, just like I just said. And other than that, man, yeah, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. But my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember.